on my new ride. I guess I didn't organize Advil. Jeez. I have to look in my other bag. It's in the bag, and if I do, then I won't have to. Oh, fingernail polish. That's funny. Oh, let's close this back up. Once we get to the south end of Spring Hill, we'll lose another lane and we'll get to some country driving. Not so much bumper to bumper. Oh, people like to go. That cinema is so good. I'm telling you, it's great. It's great, it's great, it's great. And you did. Okay, let's see if we can just set up again. I want to face you down so much. Ouch. You hear me just say ouch? Oh my Lord. I have these cactus needles up and down my legs, my thighs, my arms. Oh my God. Sometimes they just move, and mostly it's like, okay, you can feel it moving and it's not horrible. But one in my left leg, oh my God. One of the worst spots. Oh, I've been doing a lot of water shedding, oh my Lord, because it was so painful all the time. Now it's painful, but one of the needles, there's hundreds, thousands of needles in me. Cactus needles. Anyway, a really big one just moved, and I could feel it on my jeans. Disgusting. And hurt. Oh my God, did it hurt? Yeah, they hurt so much I just go, ah. If somebody just stabbed you with a needle, you don't know when it's going to happen, and it does hurt. You just go, oh. It's horrible. It'll be 2 years in July. They stay in your body for years. It's horrible. I had no idea how many thousands of them were in me. It's kind of like acupuncture. You hardly notice it, but I did. Excuse me. Did notice. It was tingly and kind of numb, and it was a weird feeling, really weird. Anyway, I'll let you enjoy the road some more while I try to keep my headache down. So that last 9 miles went a little faster, everybody. A little faster. 10 miles to Spring Hill. 20 to Homosassa, like another 7. So I got like 37 miles, give or take. I still need a bathroom stop. I'll look for my own Advil again in my other container. And then if I don't have it, I'll just spend a couple bucks at a gas station for some Advil. see that car up there? It knows it's going to block the lane. It knows that traffic's not moving. We have the green light, but we're mature people. We're going to wait to see if we're not going to block the lane for other people. This truck is bumming me out. Gauge display setting, and then I keep having this little thing where it like does a little stall out. Oh, I wasn't gonna, but I saw the guy next to me. I am so sorry, everybody. I thought it was further up. Oh, he could go up a car length. That's weird. He's not. He's choosing not to. Whatever. It's okay. I remember times. Again, work times. Coming home and sitting in something like this for hours and hours and hours. Sometimes there can be fire, there can be car accidents, there can be breakdowns of vehicles. Okay, so I guess I'm in Hudson, Florida. I think I'm in the Hudson area. I'm like 10 miles from Spring Hill. Headed out of the south from Reddington Beach. Reddington Beach, it was a blast. Going to see my friend, it was so great. God, she looks so good too. Oh no. We got a situation. Is it a car accident? People merging lanes. If they let me. I don't know. They're gonna let me, thank God. Yep, that's what I thought. Well, I didn't think that. I was just saying that's what it seemed like. Yeah, we got us an accident. And then we got some a-hole over there zooming up the side. Don't care about all the rest of us. Oh, God, please let us in. Please let. Now, are you going to let me in or not? He's an old... Are you going to let me in? You old fucker. Let's make another fucking accident, huh? I'm sorry, everybody. This is bullshit. And finally, that old fucker, he don't give a shit. He acted like he didn't know what the hell was going on. And this is why we try to be careful. I pray to God everybody's okay. May God be with them. It looks like they're all okay, so thank God. Yeah, now maybe I can get on home. Drive with caution, drive with peace. Blessed to be driving a nice ride. Blessed, I made my blessings. I worked hard. I worked hard. I didn't date. Didn't want to be dating men that want to tell me about my work schedule or about my home or what they thought I should be doing with and for my son. And like, nah. 2 times and done. Got a lot of guy friends. I don't let them tell me. If I ask or need help, yeah, that's cool. Oh, there's a party bar. You know, it's called Skins, right? You figure it out. Stimulating the economy there at Skins. Yeah, skin on skin, baby. I don't do that either. I don't need to be going seeing that stuff. Oh, making headway. I'm not going to switch lanes for a few more miles. Then I'll move my way over so I can stop at a 7-Eleven. I won't get gasoline till I get to my town tomorrow or the next day. I still have a tank. so sick this morning. I couldn't eat, thinking about going down here. Usually I'm going to go see my friend. I'm going to go see Pam. I'm going to go see my girl. Go see my friend, my chick. But this time, this may be the last time. We were in 2nd grade together at 6 and 7. We were in 5th grade together. By 9th grade at 14 and 15, we became best friends. I don't know how to say to my best friend goodbye. Today we hugged and she's like, I'm getting cold, I better go in. And I'm like, I know. I don't know how to say goodbye. She's like, okay, let's just say goodbye. And then she made it a few steps away from my door before she hit the front of my truck. And I rolled into my window. I said, no, we can't say goodbye. And we touched hands. I said, we're saying so long and see you later. I'm flying up to Michigan to see you in a few months. But we don't know. I don't know how her cancer's going to be. She doesn't know. She's lost a lot of weight. She looks beautiful, but she's lost weight. And I haven't been able to eat. I've lost weight. We're not just best friends. She's my twin soulmate. Yeah, we had a few fallouts. But we got right on each other. And she was like, no, I can't let this relationship go, Kathy. No. And then this last time it was me. I was like, I'm not going to let this go. I can get through this. Sometimes in life things are really hard. The only person I love more in my life is so bizarre. Yes, I love my parents. Yes, I love my brothers. Yes, I love my husbands. But there's no one in this world that I love as much as her, except my son. The only difference is I've loved her longer. My son is 29. I mean, at 14 and 15. But there was this time at 18. We had a pillow fight on her bed in her bedroom. And I was talking about I was probably going to marry Ed and we're probably going to move to California. And she was really quiet and she's like, Kathy, I feel like I'm losing you. I'm like, you're never going to lose me. Never, ever. That's back when phone calls were like 15, 25 cents a minute during the day. 10 cents in the middle of the night. You know, we were looking way ahead to this time. Who knew? And then I didn't know what to do, so I just grabbed a pillow and we started having a pillow fight and laughing. And I was like, no, our husbands, maybe even our kids, everything will come and go, but we will always, always have each other. And then there was a time when I was thinking maybe my life's gotten too wild, me living in LA, and she settled down and she's getting ready to have her first baby. And I was divorced from 18 to 22. 21, 22. She was single. She married her university or college boyfriend. I married my high school boyfriend. He cheated and beated and lied and didn't work in almost 5 years. Wouldn't go to school, but would keep having me pay for classes so we didn't have to do anything else. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Years later, we both go through divorces again. Oh, yay. I'm 29 miles from home now. Running hot and crying and talking. So I knew I was going to get a divorce when she was going to get married, but I didn't want her to see that or think anything of reflection towards her when she was getting ready to do. And then when I moved to California, she had some really important things to tell me, but I didn't know that. And I had a brother data processor that wasn't working. There was only one place in the state I could go to get it fixed. And they used to have problems with spelling and grammar. I was a great writer. People said you're going to be a writer. Doctors were even still saying you'll be a poet. You are a poet. You're going to be published. But I struggled life. That's what I did my whole life. But when I got to university, I finally working 3 jobs, taking care of the husband. When I finally got by myself, yeah, then baby, I could finally do Dean's List and fight to be on the president's list and work so hard with everything. So I didn't tell Pam. I felt the same way when she was getting married and I was going to be moving. And then by my early 30s, in Los Angeles, I just thought Pam's having her second child and she's doing the scoring on the baseball team, and her husband, or I can't remember, maybe one of her sons had started playing Little League. We slipped away. We slipped away from each other, from daily, weekly, monthly, and then there was just one year where I didn't get a Christmas card, and then the next year, the second year of my marriage. By the year 8 of my marriage, so there's about 6 years where it was just a card to her parents, or I'd see her dad in the grocery store if I was home. He'd show me pictures, and there was stuff going on, and that's private. That's between her and her life. And so she was going through things thinking, I can't tell Kathy this. She just, oh my Lord, I can't. And I was going through things saying, I can't tell Pam this. I can't put this on her. We should have been telling each other everything. And then I took my son to see her family when I was home, and I missed her at Thanksgiving by minutes or hours. I can't remember now. My son's 29, so it was a long time ago. Well, he was less than 1, so 28 years ago. And then I went through divorce, and I was like, geez, I don't want to tell her this. Second failed marriage. She's in Catholicism. I can't take, he's hit my son, he's grabbed him and bruised him, he's did it to me, he's spent our money, he's cheated. I can't forgive anymore. And even if I can forgive, I'm not living this routine. This is not how I'm going to live my life. So that was done. And then at 9, I was standing in the wall at St. Petersburg Hospital. Yeah, in the wall. It felt like I was in the wall, standing there alone. Let my ex-husband know his son they didn't know if he was going to make it through surgery. He was drunk or doped up or something, and he said something ignorant like, well, I'm in West Virginia, you divorced me. What do you expect me to do? And I thought, and I said nothing. I just wanted you to know. And I hung up. I called my dad, and then my mom and dad are divorced. And my dad's heart broke, and my mom said, it's really hard. Do you tell me these things, Kathy? It bothers me. She called a few days later to ask me what outfit she should wear to a funeral. Oh my God. Oh, that's my mother, the narcissist who's passed away. My dad's passed away. My dad also called a few days later. My mom and dad, even though they were divorced for like 40 some years, I'd get cards on the same day, calls on the same day, even though they didn't even talk to each other about it. It was just, that's how it was. Oh, those trees are pretty, so I was like, I have to look at those for a minute. Yeah, look at okay. My dad called, and I had stepped out to talk to charts with one of the doctors, and I noticed my son was on the phone, and I thought, oh, okay. And he was only 9, and I stepped in the room, and he handed me the phone, and I said, hello? And my dad said, well, hello, Kathy. And I said, oh, hi, Dad. And I said, were you talking to Jesse? And my dad broke down and cried. He said, I thought I was talking to you. I was talking to Jesse. And I said, yes. And he said, he sounds just like you. And I said, that's funny, Dad. I think he sounds like you and Mom. And he said, no, his voice is really soft. He sounds like my daughter. She said, talking about me. My dad's very soft-hearted. I wouldn't know until my dad almost died. I knew that he had seen the ghost next door before we knew that there were ghosts next door. He just saw a woman in a wedding gown shaking a rug. And when he mentioned it, when the people came over to meet us, they were like, oh, that's Lillian. She years ago. But yeah, she does wear her wedding dress on the second balcony, and she shakes the rugs. Not real rugs, but rugs from her time. So that was cool though, because I saw spirit and my mother forbid it. But that ripped the door off in that, so I was free to acknowledge spirit. At least between the Lily and Lady next door, it felt good to have that open back up again. I was 7 at that time. It was really hard from the age of 4 to the age of 7 to be forbidden. And a lot of times, honestly, I didn't know the difference between humans and spirit. They looked the same. And yeah, they were solid, and they would talk, and they'd actually have touch. And you can go, ooh, she's cuckoo, cuckoo. But those who've known me my whole life will say the things that she has felt, seen, saw, dreamed, and shared with us, there isn't a thing that didn't come true. I think the hardest thing of all was what God told me. And I told my friend, and I selfishly prayed and prayed and prayed that it would be the other person and not my friend. And today I told her, I'm so sorry. I wanted you to live so desperately that I prayed that if it was going to be one of the two, it would be so-and-so. I said, I'm working on that, between me and God, working on that I could see something 6 to 8 years in the future. I saw her daughter being born too, and we didn't know that her brother's daughter was going to be having a baby. I saw twins, but not twins. 2 girls born on the same day. One born very early, one born very late. They were both named Madison with a different spelling, and they're first cousins. And then I saw her other grandson that he was going to be born. I saw that. I'm always seeing. It gets, well, I'm not 7 anymore, I'm 66. But in the early years, when I was forbidden not to, sometimes I honestly didn't know if something was spirit or of the physical realm that we're in. Most of the time now I know, because I get a guttural feeling of elation or pukey sickness. I beg God to give whatever life I have left, if my son is leaving this world before me, to give to Pamela for her sons. And she has 3 sons, and they're tight, man. These boys are tight. They're really tight together, so they have each other. And the oldest one's married to this wonderful, wonderful young woman. Well, they're the same age, but they're young people. So I know the boys will have a foundation of another loving woman in their lives. I have to go to the bathroom, everyone. Oh wow, Cortez Boulevard. Okay, those last 9 miles went fast because that's Highway 98. So I could have come off in Cortez. Okay, there's a couple more. Let's see, Cortez, which is 98, which is on the edge of Spring Hill and Sugar Mill. Oh good, pretty soon we're going to drop to 2 lanes. I'm going to get out of this lane, get in the far right lane. Oh, go home, and I'm probably just going to cry for a while. I'm angry, and tears, having studied science, tears, I think there's 3 types of tears or 6 types of tears, let's see. 5 or 6 types of sugar for fructose and glucose and all the sugars. Okay, so I think 3 tears, maybe more. Okay, so there's protective tears, like if you get poked in the eye, or body waters. Angry tears, which are poison under a microscope. They're literally poison, and they're picky and they're hard. And then there are emotional tears. Okay, so maybe it's 3 types of tears. I'm sorry, everybody. The things that I nailed as a 3.8 and 4.0 in my Bachelor of Science degree. It's not holding. All right, we just hit 2 lanes, y'all. Woohoo! Mama feels closer to home. It's gonna get dark now, but hey, so what? I'm gonna give it about a mile. There's a lot of places, and people are just gonna cut off to the left out of nowhere, and they realize, yeah, when they're close to where they want to be. I'm gonna do some stuff to the left and to the right, and as soon as we get past the high school, give or take, I'll probably go over there. Maybe even sooner, just if I can get if I get what I want. Because there's no more shut-offs or turn-offs, yeah. This lane will be a little faster. But if there's going to be an accident, I'll probably be in this lane, and they're hard to see till you get right up on them. I'm going to get a red light. Okay. We're County Road, like 22 miles. 22 to 27 miles from home. Thanks for riding with me. Thanks for riding with me. And this brand new ride, when it comes to a full stop, it does a thing where it says idle and stall. And it's got gas. There should be no reason for that. So you know I'm taking it in. Mama don't finance and pick up a $68,000, $70,000 tab for a 4 wheels and an engine and have it stalling. See, it just did it again. And it says, gauge display setting warnings, range and fuel. Okay, well I still have over half the tank. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, sorry you guys. I put you down and I did not mean to. Let's roll in the dark together. I'm about to get out of this lane. That man behind me is going back and forth. He's not quite sure. He's looking for a turn, but I'm out. Until I get in the front, and then I might go back to that lane. But yep, already somebody's gonna turn. Dragon tail. It don't take me long to get back in my mood of driving. Well, I did it for 20 years. So I could always be sure that my son could be with me or be with someone close to me. I'm gonna get bright lights now. And that one guy wants out. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want out, so let's go back over here. Yeah, he's turning good. Okay. Yeah, I got someone coming up fast after those. They remind me of the Batman lights, the way lights are now. But I don't really want to go over in front of him. We've got a pace here. But I also don't want to stay in this lane. See, these are things that would be in my head if I wasn't talking with you guys. As soon as I get ahead, oh, we're going to get a turner because a lot of people turn right here, and I know it. Now I got a car tailgating that other one. One too close to me and back. But we're also walking. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I should not have said that F word. I'm sorry, everybody. Although, in all the years of psychological counseling, testing, and classes I took, they say people who release and use vulgarity and swear words have lower stress levels. I believe it. As soon as I said that, good over here, I got my chill down. Let's take a dip to the right. We should be coming up on Sugar Mill pretty soon. Soon. Check it out. Going home to the country. Yeah, well, city's coming up fast to where I live. Not much country left. Florida's gonna be one big concrete slab. And then it'll drop into the ocean. just thinking, that's the thing. Those lights are right on the edge of my eyes. Dang. It's annoying. Yeah, get past me, dude. Give me some brakes. But I don't want to go into the other lane. I'll just take the slower lane. There's less turns here. Until we get to Sugar Mill area. I'm blabbering, jabbering, jib jab jabbering. Let's shut you off and shut